Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Today we will discuss about Fourier cosine transform and inverse cosine transform. So let us start with the Fourier cosine transform. We know the Fourier transform of, suppose I am writing here, suppose the Fourier transform of Fourier transform of function f of x. This is how we can write. This will be f of k. For Fourier transform of f of x, we can write this f of k equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over the limit minus infinite to plus infinite the function f of x into exponential plus ikx into dx. This is the Fourier transform of the f of x. Now if I split this exponential ikx into cos kx plus I sin kx, this exponential ikx can be written as cosine of kx plus I sin kx. Here I am writing plus iota sin kx. This is the exponential ikx representation. Now if I put this here, now my Fourier transform will becomes 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over minus infinite to plus infinite f of x cosine kx dx plus iota divided by root over 2 pi integration over minus infinite to plus infinite the function f of x into sin kx into dx. Okay, we have just substituted the value of exponential ikx as cos kx plus I sin kx and just separated these two terms. If we will consider the function f of x is even, if we will consider the function f of x is even, the function is even means if I'll write f of minus x, then it will becomes f of x. This is the even function. When f of minus x will be equal to f of x, this is called as even function. When f of minus x equal to minus f of x, that is the odd function. And also we know cosine function is an even function and sine function is an odd function. If I will multiply this function f of x with the cosine kx, then even with the even function, what we will get? You will definitely get an even function. And similarly, if we will multiply this even function f of x with the sin kx, which is an odd function, sin kx is an odd function. So this even into odd, you will get an odd function. Now let us see what will happen to this integration. Now see, we have to calculate this two integration. For the first integration, minus infinite to plus infinite f of x cosine kx cosine f of x cosine kx dx, this will be equal to, since this is an even function and this f of x is even and as well as f of x into cos kx is an even function, that's why this integration over minus infinite to plus infinite will becomes twice of 0 to infinite function of x cosine kx dx. This will be cos kx dx. I think you can remember the Fourier series. So this is the same. This integration will be from 0 to infinite, that's why this is multiplied by 2. And again minus the second term, this one minus infinite to plus infinite f of x sin kx dx, this will be equal to 0 because this is an odd function. So for this odd function, from minus infinite to plus infinite, this will goes to 0. So here from this expression you can see that the second term goes to 0, while the first term will remain as it is, and we have to just substitute it. This part, that is this minus infinite to plus infinite term, will now replace by twice of 0 to infinity integration. So let me write again. By neglecting this term as 0, second term goes to 0. So finally, this f of k, here I am writing f of k will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi into twice of this term 0 to infinite. This term I am writing f of x cosine kx into dx. This is cos kx into dx. Now if we will cancel this 2 with the root 2, this will be, finally we can write this function of k will be equal to 2 by, this will be 2 by pi root over integration over 0 to infinite. This integration varies from 0 to infinite. F of x cosine kx into dx. This is the final expression. This is written as FCK. This is the Fourier transform. This Fourier transform is nothing but, if I will neglect, if when we have considered this f of x to be even, when this function is even, for that this Fourier transform is converted to the Fourier cosine transform. Okay, this Fourier transform now get converted to the Fourier cosine transform. Why? Because this term contains only the cosine term. Now if I will put fc of minus k, suppose here I am writing fc of minus k, then this will be equal to root over of 2 by pi integration over 0 to infinite f of x cosine. Here you can see that in this term, if I will put in place of k, if I will write minus k, then this will be cosine of minus kx. As we know, cosine kx, cosine x is an even function. That's why cos of minus kx will be equal to cosine kx. So here I am writing cosine kx into dx. You can see that these two equations are similar in nature. That's why I can write this will be equal to fc of k. That is, fc of minus k will be equal to fc of k. This is the property of the Fourier cosine transform. That is, if the function is even, the condition is that when the function that we are considering f of x, that is even, for that when we will take the Fourier transform of this function f of x, then we will get the Fourier cosine transform, and this Fourier cosine transform fc of minus k will be equal to fc of k. And also we can see that this fc of minus k equal to fc of k, what it represents? It represents that it is an even function. It represents that it is an even function. Now let us see what is Fourier inverse cosine transform. Now we can write the inverse transform as inverse Fourier transform. Basically I am writing f of x equal to 1 by root over 2 pi. If you are not acquainted with this formula, then just try to watch the previous videos of mine. This will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times minus infinite to plus infinite, the Fourier transform, that is f of k. Here this is the function. Exponential here, in case of inverse transform, I have to write exponential minus iota kx, and in place of dx here I will write dk. Since this is a function of k, so here we have to integrate with respect to the decay, and every other term remains same. This is the exponential only minus ikx. Now if I split this exponential minus ikx, then this will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi integration over minus infinite to plus infinite f of k. In place of exponential minus ikx, I will write cosine kx minus iota sin kx whole into, this will be decay. Now if I will separate these two equation, then this will separate the two term, that will be 1 by root over 2 pi integration over the limit minus infinite to plus infinite f of k cosine kx decay cosine kx into decay minus iota divided by root over of 2 pi integration over minus infinite to plus infinite f of k, then sin kx decay sin kx into decay. Okay, since here we are considering this f of k is nothing but this is the Fourier cosine. If I will write this f of k as Fourier transform of Fourier cosine transform, then I can write this f of k as fc of k, and this f of k is also here fc of k. And also we know this fc of k, it is an even function, this is an even function, and this sin kx, it is an odd function. Here similarly this is an even function and cosine kx is an even function. So the even into even will get finally the even function, and this integration will change from 2 divided by root over 2 pi, or we can directly write it as root over of 2 by pi integration over 0 to infinite fc of k cosine kx into dk. And this fact, since this even into odd multiplication and we have to integrate this even term with the odd term, that will I will get the odd term, that's why this integration it will goes to 0. So finally what we will get, f of x will be equal to root over 2 pi by time 2 pi by pi integration over 0 to infinite fc of k cosine kx into dk. So finally we can write the Fourier cosine transform pair, that is this is the Fourier inverse cosine transform, and here we have calculated the Fourier cosine transform. So commonly here I am writing the expression the Fourier cosine transform, this will be equal to 2 by pi root over, this is the Fourier cosine transform of f of x, 2 by pi root over integration 0 to infinite the function f of x into cosine kx into dx. This is the Fourier cosine transform of f of x, and similarly the inverse Fourier transform will be equal to 2 by pi root over integration over 0 to infinite this function Fourier cosine transform of k, this is the function directly I am writing, into cosine kx into dk. So this is all about the Fourier cosine transform and the inverse cosine transform. Here I just want to mention one thing. When I am writing the Fourier, this is in general I am telling, this is suppose f of k equal to, here I am writing the Fourier transform, this is the general expression. Okay, this is equal to suppose 1 by root over 2 pi. Already we have completed Fourier cosine transform and inverse cosine transform, that part is already completed. This is just for to get the more clear ideas, that is suppose f of k equal to, here I am writing this is 1 by root over 2 pi integration over, this is minus infinite to plus infinite f of x exponential I kx dx. And here I am writing this in the same equation, if I write the Fourier inverse transform, then this will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi integration over minus infinite to plus infinite f of k exponential minus I kx into dk. This is actually our expression, but since these are the k and x, these are the dummy index, if I just want to write this total expression, suppose if I write in place of x, if I write f of k, this will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over minus infinite to plus infinite f of, here I am writing f of x into exponential minus I kx into ds. This is also correct, but this is not true for, this is not the Fourier inverse transform of this equation, but here I am saying that this expression what you just remember that in case of the inverse Fourier transform, in case of inverse transform, you have to just put the negative sign in the exponential term, and in case of Fourier transform, you have to just put the plus sign in the exponential term. But you have to just consider this f of x. If you will consider the transform of this function with respect to x, then you have to integrate with that with respect to that dx. And if you will put f of k here, then you have to integrate with respect to dk only. Since here I am considering that k and x are the domain index, so I can write this is the function of x, so here I am writing d of x. But here just try to remember this two expression, that is f of k equal to 1 by root over 2 pi integration over minus infinite to plus infinite f of x exponential ikx into dx. This is the Fourier transform of f of x, and if I want to inverse that function, that is if I want to write the inverse Fourier transform of this function, then this will be f of x equal to 1 by root over 2 pi integration over minus infinite to plus infinite. Here I am writing this transform, that is f of k into this exponential will be minus ikx, but here this k, because of this k, here I have to integrate with respect to dk. Clear? So this is all for today. If you have any doubt, can ask me in the comment section. This is all for today. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.